A question from Esther of the cultivation of metta, to explain about the Mettabhavana Sutta. So this Metta Sutta is talking about Metta Ceto Vimutti, which is the liberation of the mind through metta. And so this is a sutta that the Buddha taught to the monks, and it refers to Punya Kiriya Watu, which is the basis for meritorious actions. And in this is included dana, sila, and bhavana, generosity, morality, and developing the mind. But these bases for meritorious actions have upati, which is like the cause to have suffering. And so upati can be translated in many ways. It is related to the kilesas, the mental defilements. It's a cause for future rebirth, and it's a cause for suffering to arise, or it is what gives suffering. So upati has different characteristics that fall under it. There's the Kama Guna, which is the attachment to sensuality and being pleased in sights, sounds, odors, tastes, tactile sensations, mind objects. There's the Api Sankara, which is like the mental formations or proliferations. This is coming from sensual defilement. There's bhava tanha, vibhava tanha, the craving to become, the craving to not become, in regards to the five khandhas, the aggregates. And so this upati is of the person who has mental defilements, and so one develops samadhi, concentration, and this brings the mind to peace. Upati is then there's the solitude, the viveka, and so the mind then isn't with all the things that brings up suffering, or that suffering is brought to peace. So there's the forms of solitude or viveka as the kaya viveka, the body, the citta viveka of the mind, and upati viveka is the liberation. And so this is wisdom which is able to abandon upati, or the causes for rebirth or suffering. It's liberating one from suffering. So the Buddha taught here to develop metta, citta, mind of metta, which is boundless, until the mind is able to be brought to peace. So contemplating the Dhammas, which is ending all of the upati as all the causes for suffering. So this being, then individual, is able to abandon the fetters, the samyojana. The three lower fetters is abandoned: the sakya ditti, the skeptical doubt, self-identity view, and the attachment to rites and rituals. And then that is the attainment of sotapanna. The sakadagami weakens the next two fetters of kama, raga, and patika, aversion and sensuality or greed. And the anagami completely abandons all these 2 fetters, the lower 5 fetters. And with the abandoning of all the fetters is the attainment of arahantship. So, metta is to be developed often. An intelligent individual will develop metta often. This is someone with wisdom. So one will spread metta, goodwill to all 4 directions, and above and below to all directions. So this, like we chant in the Metta Sutta of Metta Sabba Loka Saming, this is spreading metta without any boundaries. It's like a mother would love her own child. We likewise spread this love to all sentient beings. We spread metta in this way. So the Buddha praised the development of metta, and metta cetto vimutti is samadhi as well. Cetto means samadhi, and metta then is the development of samadhi for liberation, and so this has great benefit. And this attainment of metta cetto vimutti, or liberation of the mind through metta, is considered to have great benefits, and all the ways of developing meritorious actions won't even amount to 1/16 of that spreading of metta, or the brightness of the sun that covers over all the stars is the same of the metta there that covers over the meritorious basis of action. Or with the end of the rainy season and the sun coming out, then all the darkness is gone. And in the same way that metta cetto vimutti encompasses all the basis of meritorious action to the 1/16 in that way. It's the same way that it gives brightness to all, it covers over all the defilements. And so it's much more greater benefit and power than building merit. Merit is still upati, or still has causes for suffering there. And so the pure light of metta is what covers over the defilements, or the basis of meritorious action. So this is a mind with metta, but also with a very firm samadhi. There's great mental strength there. It's able to see into the 4 noble truths and abandon the defilements, and so it has great benefit. So we should practice and develop this metta bhavana, and it'll have great benefit and results for us. And we do it until we're able to make the mind peaceful and can see the Dhamma. So this is then in relation to this sutta.